Is it Barry? Looks like Barry. Actually, I don't know if it's Barry. I thought Barry had different trousers. I wonder who it was. Wesker? Barry? Chris? Didn't even get to use my powerful weapon that's really good against living things.
Barry! Barry?
Yeah, I thought it was Barry, but it's not Barry. I like how I had kept him turning and like looking. That's pretty cool. Right, so let's put this back here. I'm absolutely fine. I'm going to put this away as well. Let's see how many handgun bullets I can actually combine. Your handgun bullets combined. Jesus, alright, come on. It does save up a lot of space. Might need something to actually fire them with though, so where'd that Beretta go? There we go. Right. I'm hoping I'm not going to go up against any serious danger anytime soon. Where is it? I get the feeling that I am missing something important. I think I am. I think I'm missing something quite important over there. Is that... Okay, what key did I need for that? What key was it? Home key, I think it might have been home key. Really quickly, let's just try. Nope, armor key. And it's the last armor key thing I needed. Right, awesome. So it's now useless. Let's get rid of that. Which again, solves so many of my problems. Will you use, because you are the master of unlocking. Okay, more shotgun shells. And here's the broken shotgun that you have to use as Chris to weigh down the thing. Now, it's literally going to have absolutely no use to us now, so we're going to leave it there. But as Chris, you got to put it in the little cradle that holds the normal shotgun, so you can actually swap them over, so you actually get access to a shotgun. Look at the distance you have to go. You have to get the armor key, get all the way to this side of the map, and then you have to get all the way back. I think it's too frank, a ridiculous amount of travel and faffing about. I don't have any keys that I need to use. Yeah, let's just use these crests and get on out there. I know that there are a couple of extra bits that I can do here, including like lighting the fire with a lighter. I don't think I'm actually going to be encountering any of that stuff now. Can I use the lighter? That would be silly. Why would I want to light a fire in the fireplace? Any other secret stuff we gotta look at here? Is it easy to go over the top? Maybe? Yes. Damn it, stupid dog. Bugger off, stupid dog. I don't know, I remember this quite differently, but I do like that it's still keeping me quite tense. I'm still like alert and aware of like where the zombies are and what's going on with that. It's not helmet key, right. So let me quickly run upstairs, light the fireplace thing. See what I get out of that. Like that we had the fireplace. Let's just somebody's bedroom as well. So it's here, we've got a little fireplace we can light. Stove. I mean, it doesn't look like a stove, it looks like a fireplace, but there we go. We set fire to the stove, which of course reveals a map. I don't understand the logic behind this at all. Why would you leave the map in an abandoned room, and why would you need to set it on fire to see it? Map to the second floor, though, is useful. Right, let's have a quick look here. We are there, and this, I believe, also needs a helmet key. Yep, so we gotta get out of here and get the helmet key. Off to the helmet key time. I know there's that other random room with the candle in it, which I could use the lighter on, but I cannot really be overly bothered in going in. But no, I think I'm probably going to regret later, because later on we do come back to the mansion. And we're probably going to need it then, but you know, it's fine. Right, let's have a quick save. Yep, let's save. Yes. That you can't skip, no matter how quickly your game saves. Right, let's do this. We're going to go out. Killed the dog. Yes, I killed the dog. Like, I like these walkways and stuff, but genuinely, so strange. What is the point? Because you're outside and then going back inside. In a walled-off corridor. It's just such a weird idea. Because I mean, if you look at the map as well, might as well just put like a doorway through there. But no, anyway. So this takes us here. Which leads us to some sort of garden area right there. Staircase. That'll get us something, I'm guessing, on that high up shelf. Controls must be running up a little bit. Again, so many just little quality of life things have just changed the game so much. Okay, crank. Have I needed a crank? Oh. That's my cheap. Yep. Did I need the crank for anything? Not that I recall, but I'm guessing we'll find a thing for it later in the internet here. I already have plenty of health. There we go.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody answer me. This is Brad.
You sound like you heard her there for a minute, but never mind.
Brad? Brad!
I like how she's whispering into the radio. Let's get some blue herbs and combine these to make a triple herb. Do I want to mix the herbs? Yes, I do. Make a big old pile of herbs. Went for the elevator, map of the garden. A lot easier than having to set fire to a random fireplace and discover a secret map. So, winch. No. Dogs howling in the distance. Can random garden patch. And if their herbs are just random greenery. The thing is, people would have had to sit there and design these things, and it's strange that they didn't put a little bit more thought into it. I'm guessing they were just trying to fire it out as quickly as they could, really. Here we go, so got a square hole, and I have a square crank, so let's crank it. Crankety, 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 crank. I mean, that must have taken some time. Yep, the water is running down the opposite side, Jill. Very good. What was in there? Ah, okay, alright, there are snakes raining down from the skies. What the hell? And I'm glad I can't eat my hat. Reload. Sort of. Yeah, that's 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the dog's just really confused with you. Like, I like how there are more herbs out here growing in the park, because I guess biologically makes sense, but also the item balance here is a bit squiffy. You coming? Got lost. There you go. That's wrong, it's cool. It's good crap out of me. Hey! Don't shoot dogs, kids, but generally it is quite tricky to actually avoid those dogs because they just run and jump and flail. Okay. Like, there's a lot of blue herbs. A lot. Like, I'm a little bit worried about how many blue herbs there are. Evil vines and stuff coming out to attack us like that. There's a lot of evil plants in this. Take these green herbs now, I guess. Okay, and I'm pushing this goblin guy right over the the green herbs at least, so that's good. Again, weird, just movable statues. The PlayStation is an interesting time. It's the way they kind of like planned out their puzzles and everything, so... So that one's 002, this one doesn't have a number. I'm guessing it's 001, but... Why do I feel very unsettled? Why do I feel like I am in a very dangerous place? Why does that look like a red herb to me? This big open space feels like a boss arena? Okay, that's not good. Alright, that's not good. I don't want to be stuck by bees. Thank you. Thank you. On the opposite side. Okay, so, yep, alright, cool, thank you. Really don't want to be stuck by bees. Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, I'm in the guardhouse, I'm not even in the garden anymore. I have gone to a completely new place. Right, so those all appear to be locked. Okay, let's do this. So. What's with the alarming music? He's dead. I can't tell if he's dead. Nope, he's not dead. Okay, what do we got? Got any more zombies hiding in the closet? Nothing unusual. Nope. Just not going to look in the closet at all. Okay. This book is useful. It is a red book. Nothing important. Blank book. I did remember a bathtub with stuff in it. I will indeed. Please do not sneak up behind me, Mr. Zombie President. Okay. I can't carry any more items, can I? Made from the toilet. Good to know. Control room key. Alrighty. Trying to find out what the control room is. Still have no issue because I still need to find a safe room. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Ask for a safe room. Get a safe room. Let's buy some browns. Good. So remember, if you use a first aid spray, it does actually affect your rating at the end of the game. I mean, my rating's not going to be great anyway, because I've been saving. Crazy. Fast sprinter through this game. Still rediscovering everything. Obviously, you can play the games again, and you have like new game modes, like new game plus mode and stuff like that. I will not be doing that. It's just I like the atmosphere that you have in these save rooms. You've got like a little bed where you can actually rest, where you feel like it is a safe space. Just to kind of provide those little hints of like safety amongst all the nightmares that are running through the mansion. I'm going to be stopping Cool, great. Let's see if I can do this without getting them to drop a minute. That's a long one, so that'd be quarter past. So... oh wait, no. Quarter to 4? I mean, this is really going to mess up any modern kids, because none of them can read analog clocks, can they? Is there anything else here I need to know? Nope. Okay, and I'm out. Bye. Right, so... anything else here? Does this have any other like clues? Does it have like a number 002 on it? Okay, so I do want to get this. Okay, here, so he goes up the hole with the intrusive tentacle in it. I like how the camera does line up there so you can figure out the puzzle. Just line up that there, and boom, there we go. No more issues with tentacle monster. Unless of course that despawns when I return. But I do think it does have some sort of like item permanence. So this is why I felt nervous because okay. Goodness. Okay. Boop. Boop. There we go. Oh, God. That's not got it wrong. That's just in case I just keep pressing buttons until it works, right? Okay. Oops, secret message written here. Something is written on the wall. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 7 is 13, and 13 plus 3 equals 16. I mean, that makes sense. Sure, what are we doing? These are a lot of empty bottles. I don't want to take all these empty bottles and then not be able to carry anything. What equals 1, red equals 2, purple equals green, and purple equals 3, and green equals 4. Okay, are there like other chemicals sitting around that I need? I'll put water in the empty bottle. Sure, don't you worry about that. Do we have like purple chemicals here we need to worry about? Nope. Okay, cool. So I've got to be a chemist that knows how to do maths. Is this it? Nope. So I'm gonna try and run here and grab whatever this is. Godhouse key. Yes. I'm gonna run away from all these bees. I'm running. 002. Cool. Which is not here. It's somewhere else. See, now this makes sense. Because you use room 400, like key for room 002, and you throw it away. Same music as the other bedroom. Oh, okay, you can see there's some stairs there, and dormitory sketch. Are we in the dormitory? I thought we were in the guardhouse. Okay. Oh, yep, got the guardhouse key. This one's locked. Use lockpick. Shotgun shells, just what we needed. Room 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident in the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T virus differently than other plants have been and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. Since you're a scientist, you should have probably noted which plant you were injecting with random viruses, but I'm sure. There are 2 ways in which Plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through the root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water and promotes the incredibly fast growth of Plant 42. Another part of Plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of those bulbs, and they are the secondary source for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood using the suckers located at the back of its vine. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victim to this. May 21st, 1998. Henry Sarton. Dun, dun, dun. Right, so we know what our next boss is going to be. It's going to be a plant. It's a plant. So I'm gonna just quickly check the toilet. Hello, friend. Bye, friend. You didn't do anything special in there. Just typical poop. Typical poop. I mean, I do like the fact that I still try and search through all the toilets to check if there's anything interesting in the toilets. I'm pretty sure that Silent Hill meant to be that one. You have to find special things in the toilets. And Fallout, to be honest. A lot of games have that going on. Alright, let's descend the ladder and see what's going on. If I remember right, it's nothing good. Okay. Box that can be moved. That's probably going to be a reason for that. Another box that can be moved. Probably going to be another reason for that. Yep, okay, here we go. So. Yeah, genuinely, it doesn't look like there's any ladders there or anything either. So how the hell did people get into the basement? was like, how am I going to push this away from the wall? She can't pull anything, she can only push. And push it all the way up there, then push it against this wall, then push it all the way down again. If there's a way to actually soft lock yourself like that, though. If you push into the corner, can you just not get it out again? Or it might just reset the entire thing, to be honest. The grating down there doesn't do anything, apparently. It's kind of weird that we got this sort of grating. I'm guessing it might be for air ventilation or something. Or later does the space flood, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's for draining? Like, again, somebody would have had to design all of these little backgrounds, the textures on the walls, the weird steel pipe running along the top right corner there, the lights that are apparently not attached to anything. And of course this weird little thing here. I like how it's got a hesitating animations. Now I can walk along. A normal human would have been able to run. Can't carry any more items, and I cannot combine them either. I think I remember there were some scary things in here. Yes, there are. So. If I find a zombie here. Okay, so that's a weird plant root that sends down into the thingy. Actually, whenever they move that way, chemical stuff to kill plants. And there's nothing useful inside this random bag containing it. Why put the bag there? Go in this weird room with these weird chairs and tables. Seem to make any sense. So I'm actually going to leave this here, and I'm going to run away. I'm pretty sure there's some scary fish or something like that. I'm going to get into the save room, put all these weird blue herbs down. I can't put the green herbs here as well. Maybe pick them up on the way back. I'm guessing I have to do something to mess with the herbs there, maybe drain the water away or something like that. Again, the convolutedness of all of this is absolutely insane. But also it's the lack of, should we call it agency or urgency? Where there seems to be no specific reason as to why you are doing all these things apart from you're just in the mansion and you're trying to find your way through it. Like, you haven't been given any other directives. Search the mansion. It's like, well, why am I trying to destroy this plant? Why am I trying to get here? Just to progress the game, obviously. But, you know, why else? What am I doing here? Right, so let's see here. If I can get all the rest of those shotgun shells and put them all together. Boom. Yeah. Let me do it as mixed herbs, green herbs. It's not exactly like the same thing, just with the... Yep. No, it's not the same pixels. Weird that, right? Let's put this out just in case. Combine these. Yep. There we go. Right. Pick bullets just in case I need them. Save and call it a night. Anyway, yeah, so I believe I'm about halfway through the game, because I remember you kind of get here, you know, with the plant, and then you have to get back to the mansion with some keys, and then find yourself heading on down into the research lab below. That's as much as I remember about the game, though. But yeah, I will try and finish it off tomorrow, and I can hopefully use some of this to do some research, just looking at the video, looking at third person, and yeah, doing some editing and clips. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all soon. Let's see here. Was trying this little stream thing again because I realized I had a couple of foobarrs in the stream last night, even though I took a couple hours playing the game. My mic was apparently turned down pretty low again, so people couldn't hear what I was saying. And I'd also been entering my notes on the game in the wrong instance of Notepad. Apparently I had two instances open, so the entire stream I had just test typed up in the top left. So we're going to just do a quick recap of what happened last time we played. Just a recap of what happened in the game, and a couple of the things, the notes and the interesting things we kind of found interesting in Resident Evil 1. I'm just going to see if I can open up the accept, blah blah blah. Twitch is constantly asking me to update my cookies, which is getting a little bit annoying. But yeah, we're hoping it should be working just fine now. I'm hoping the mic will be working a bit better. I've moved it a bit more forward. There we go. And I'll keep the little live chat open just in case. I don't think we're going to get any chats, but I do want to just kind of keep notes of everything. Right, so let's have a quick recap of what happened last game. Boop, boop, doop.
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
Basically, Jill had to be saved a lot by Barry. Save count number 1. Look at that. Blew his head clean off.
What, Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door.
Trembling voice.
I'm gonna keep your story down. Hurry!
Updating.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for...
Okay.
But how about you, Barry?
My consciousness
I
is
have
still destroying
this.
the test, despite the fact. Whoa, you. Oh wow! Okay, that actually killed me straight off. Yep, Jill died. Yeah, that nothing to do with me. That was just Jill dying. Jill being sucky at the controls. Bathed in blood. Jill died. Fuck off! Oh my goodness! Right, I've died again. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do it. There you go.
Am I poisoned? Give me the serum.
Seems like she updated there. The top left still says test to me. Yep. Let's see if it says anything to you guys. Well, it doesn't seem like it says anything at all. So it's updated a little bit there. Alright. Well, let's do a couple of recap things. First things first, the atmosphere. The atmosphere in the game was absolutely amazing. I'm gonna, in fact, speaking of atmosphere, just gonna open this up. Just that music alone, the safety of the music. Right, there we go. I know what's happening. It was the media was giving me some issues, right? And surreal. There's like a dreamlike quality in a lot of the things, especially in the save rooms. But also like when you select your character, there's this kind of weird, surreal, almost angelic sound to it. and it's that sort of surreality that does keep. It is a main theme throughout a lot of the Resident Evil games. You know, we still have the sort of the slapstick, cheesy horror vibe going on, which we experienced in the intro of the game, and also throughout the game. You know, you're fighting giant spiders, giant snakes. I'm about to fight a giant deadly tree. So there's cheesy horror vibes. And it does seem to harken back to old 80s horror, zombie movies, and of course the Evil Dead. That sort of thing where there is horror. There's a lot of body horror. There's grotesqueries, people dying, lots of gore, but there's also a sort of sense of tongue-in-cheek humor going on, which I found quite interesting. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna turn down the game music just a little bit, just because apparently it was a bit hard to hear me over the music and everything and so on. But yeah, so there is a sort of tongue-in-cheek humor. And cheesy acting, especially from the voice actors. Now, genuinely, it might just be a cultural misunderstanding or something. Capcom being a Japanese company when they made it, there appears to be really bad American acting and really bad American accents, which is highlighted in interactions with Barry Burton, talking like Barry does as a classical hero character archetype, and Jill being the breathy girl who has to be helpless and has to be saved all the time. The clips that I showed at the beginning show her being saved by Barry, I believe, 4 times, at least. So, yeah, and that's only halfway through the game. So let's see how many more times our heroine has to be saved by a hero. Obviously, this theme does change a bit later on, and then abruptly changes back. So it kind of seesaws back and forth throughout the Resident Evil series, which we'll be seeing quite a lot of. Yeah, again, with playing as Jill, it is easy mode. So obviously she's got a lot of hand-holding, a lot of ammo, and free saves apparently. Whereas playing as Chris is a lot harder, a lot more of an ordeal, a lot more nightmarish to try and deal with. Anyway, right, so we're going to carry on playing just for a little bit. Give me a short one. I did just want to kind of go over a few things that happened before. The movement boxes for monsters and characters, that kind of, so they literally just have a little square of motion underneath them that is set over a flat 2D plane that is placed on top of what looks like a 3D world around it. And that is a pre-rendered 3D background that you are moving over the top of, really. They do have a couple of bits that overlap, so they have another layer on top that gives it the illusion of three-dimensionality, but there is generally no 3D in it. The only times that we do have 3D are in the characters themselves, in the objects that we can interact with, and in the doors that we go through, and the loading screens. And I did say the doors and stairs, loading screens, add atmosphere, and also loading times. They hide loading times. We also have the herbs, mixing healing items to make new or better healing items. Crafting, before crafting was a thing. And like I said, this is not the original survival horror game, but this is definitely one of the mainstream ones that definitely did establish a lot of the rules and a lot of the laws that go behind a lot of survival horror games even today. Not just in Resident Evil, but in other major things like Silent Hill, other big games like Outlast and so on. They have a lot of these rules that have been established by Resident Evil that again took some sort of cues and some design tips from previous games like Sweet Home and so on, which again would be interesting to look at. These really, really old sort of SNES games, these horror games where you have to go through all these things and go through puzzles to unlock the doors to get to the next areas. Another sort of main one that we could refer to is probably Castlevania, which again is sort of a horror game, horror platformer. We have to fight against zombies, get keys to get through doors, to explore back and forth throughout the entire game, going back and forth even through the hub world to discover and unlock more areas throughout the game, which is exactly what we're doing here with the different keys. With the helmet key and the armor key and the shield key, and we have gone through the entire mansion. Now we've gone outside into the garden, and we are still looking for yet another key. One thing I did note was that there is a lack of agency and direction in the game, just because, right, we know that we're supposed to be looking for survivors in this house, and we're supposed to be surviving in the house. But the only reason we're going from one room to the next and going from one place to the other isn't because we're following any sort of clues or anything. We're literally just exploring the rooms, and every time we open up a new area, we explore that area in the hopes of finding new keys. There is no real end goal in sight for this, apart from perhaps surviving the night or something. In which case, why are we not just hiding out in a room somewhere? It's strange that we're still kind of exploring this thing. I know we're police officers that are supposed to be investigating the strange murders and the strange disappearances and the fact that there are zombies walking around the building. But we still don't seem to be really researching that. We're just basically moving from room to room and surviving as characters, where the Ludo narrative there kind of has a bit of dissonance between the actual narrative and the gameplay loop of exploring the mansion and getting more items, more keys. Like right now, I'm about to go and fight a giant tree. Logically, I don't know why. Now, I know as a game player, I have to go and fight that tree because it's probably going to have a key to the next area hiding behind it. But as Jill Valentine, why the hell am I fighting against a bunch of bees to go into a room that has an evil tree in it? In fact, I'm pretty sure I have to go and fight a bunch of sharks before I can even fight the tree. Which again, Ludo narrative dissonance. It's a bit of a thing. Anyway, so let's quickly kind of go through this. We're going to play a little bit of the game, see if we can finish that boss off, and then maybe play a little bit more on tonight. I am hoping I do not get my ass handed to me too much this time round, since I am getting watched. Now, if I remember right, we've got to go into room 002 to go downstairs. I haven't picked up any health items or anything yet because I think I have to go downstairs and run past all the sharks. There we go. To get to the control room, I believe. But again, that's the thing. I'm kind of stumbling around in the dark here. Like, I have played this game before, so I know the basic game beats, but I have not played it in decades, so it's been a while. Oh, yeah, of course, more healing items. Again, a bit of dissonance there. Like, we know that there are healing items there because we have something to go up against. However, why are there just random herbs in this basement? See, now I like the okay, I'm getting eaten by a shark. Kind of hoping I'd be able to dodge around that, but apparently not. Nope. Oop, and baby sharks. There are sharks and baby sharks. Doot 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 doot. Baby shark. Doot doot doot. Okay, use the control room key, and again, immediately throw the key away. Okay, let's get out of here before the shark tries to chew my leg off again. Now, I know I could try and kill the sharks, but I also know I can just drain the water and stop them from being an issue. Pull the lever. Pull the lever, Kronk! There we go. Water is drained away, and I look absolutely fascinated by it. Jill looks absolutely fascinated. Right, red flashing is stopped. Is there anything up here? So did the sharks come out of this really tiny fish tank beforehand? There's a button. Will I push it? There was a sound from the room next door. So it literally unlocks next door's room. Again, there was no reason for me to push those buttons. Where are the sharks? No. I'll go find them later. Let's see what we have here. Danger! Okay. Again, game mechanics wise, we know that something big is coming if they are literally throwing ammo at us. Now, where's the twinkly thing? Twinkly thing? Guardhouse key? Right. Let's see which guardhouse key. Again, this is one of the game mechanics that I do like. The fact that the items are now 3D, which they, of course, they were very proud of at the time. And we can turn the items around to find out some details about the items. Let's have a quick look. They're all wet and useless. Yeah, look at the amount of ammunition we've got here. To be fair, I do think it would be quite interesting to try and play through this game again as Chris Redfield on the survival mode, whatever it's called, the sort of rearrange mode where they've moved items around to make things a bit more interesting. Just because it's weird how easy they made this game. Now, was there anything in this room? Oh, yep, here we go. Okay, so plant root. So if I remember right, we've got to kind of kill this plant root to injure the plant tree thing. Also don't want to go too close to the sharks because I'm pretty sure they'll try and bite me anyway. Alrighty. And the water is still there. Okay, weird. So the water's there, but not anywhere else. Okay, so we've got to go to room 003, which is where all the bees are as well. I love how the T-Virus has just made all the creatures in the area just big. Like, it's made the humans zombies, not big. Apart from Tyrant, I guess? I don't know. I've used the key for room 003, and again I get to throw it away immediately. Yep. Alright, let's see what we can see. Again, that sort of intense, spooky music with the... sounds like bells? Right, there we go. So we have here a book. 12 red books, there's one white book. It does not look very white at all. V-Jolt report, right. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the Tyrant virus. I think this might actually be the first time they mentioned that it's the actual Tyrant virus. Before, I think it was just referred to as the T-virus. We have also found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element that destroys the plant cells rapidly in Num16. One of the series of the chemicals that we use for that experiment. We've named this Num16 as V-Jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy plant 42 if we put the V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the series chemicals in a specific order to create V-Jolt, but the series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of series chemicals and their brief characteristics. Number 2, red, NP003, purple. Number 4, green, yellow, 6, yellow. Number 7, white. Number 13, blue, stimulating smell. And V-Jolt, number 16, brown. Okay, now a book is missing. You are quite right. I have taken a book off the shelf, and a book is now missing, Jill. That's the detective skills that we need in STARS, Special Tactics and Rescue Services. I'm guessing, using my vast intellect and... bollocks. Get off of me. There we go. Bath. Look at that, you filthy animal. You didn't even clean your bath towel before you died. Probably left the toilet seat up as well if you knew how to use it. See, again, like in the olden games, we literally had mirrors, and the mirrors actually did things, even just in the background. Weird. Anyway. So again, I'm feeling just a little bit sore after playing Cyberpunk and Cyberpunk 2077 with all these cool things and all this character customization, and you don't have mirrors you can check yourself in. I mean, you do. You have one in your apartment, and that's basically it. Anyway, so let's get back. Let's get healed up a little bit. Since I was dumb enough to get my ass handed to me by a zombie standing in a bathroom. I'm not going the right way, am I? Yep, oh, I am. Right. Save room, save room, save room, save room, save room. Save room. Okay, so flame thing's probably going to be needed. Can I swap those over though? Or am I going to have to keep them? Okay, I'm just going to mix the green herbs together, get the blank book, and some water. Right. Again, really cool little mechanic that we have here. Right, let's no, that's not combined. Yeah, let's combine it with some flame rounds and see what happens, right? No, use it and absolutely up to fine. And that's the thing I do find is quite weird, that you can get down to very, very low, and just using those will recover you pretty quickly. Okay, so we need to find, I'm pretty sure the red book is going to unlock the place which will have all the chemicals in it. Which means maybe getting some of the bottles from here would be a good idea. So unfortunately the high-res sort of upgrades on the bottle designs and everything, it does make them stand out a lot more on the very low-res backgrounds. Purple, green, 4. Okay. Okay, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 plus 7 is 13. Okay. I'm hoping this red book does something. I wonder where the missing... Jill, you just took the missing book... Oh my goodness. Ah, I took a book off a shelf and now there's a book missing. I wonder where the missing book went. This is the genius that we have. Oh, yep, nope, nope, no. I'm going to die. Oh, I'm not going to die. Okay. Okay, so where are the chemicals? That's what I thought that was going to do. The books are well arranged. Well, yeah, compliments where compliments are due, I guess. Where the hell are the chemicals then? I must be missing something. Is it somewhere in here, maybe? Oh, okay. Yep, just can't see it properly. Okay, 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and I think water is 1, so yep, 1 plus 2 is 3. And then what was it, 2 plus 4? Oh, 3 plus 4. Okay, yep. 3 plus 4, cool water. This chemical can be mixed with other chemicals, yep. There we go, white. And then I think we need 2. And 2 plus 4 is 6. Look at me being a very smart chemist. Boop. And then is it 6 plus 7? 6 plus 7 is 13, and then 13 plus 3. Okay. Does this have a stimulating smell, though? I know it's not the chemical I need. I mean, it says cool water on it. Alrighty, and then I need 2 again to make umbrella number 16. Okay. Check. Brown. Oh, look, it even renamed itself. Can now destroy that ivy monster. Alrighty. So, I'm guessing we go down to the roots and we just apply this chemical to the roots, because we had exactly the same thing earlier, where we just used herbicide in the water supply for the weird tentacle plant that was blocking the way to all the herbs. Oh. Have I gone the wrong way? Nope. Nope. 02 is down into the basement. Yep. Now, I remember these games feeling very surreal and dreamlike when I played them, mostly because I played them really, really, really late at night by myself when I was a kid. There is like a very sort of weird, sort of surreal feeling to a lot of this game, especially with the music, the sort of dreamlike quality to a lot of the music. What I like to do with sort of games and stuff like that is like just imagine what it would sound like how the atmosphere would change if you had an entirely different sort of music. If you had if you had a Silent Hill soundtrack in the background here instead of the sort of jingly bells cheesiness that's going on. And imagine if you had that instead. There we go. Or sort of like more sort of gothic overtones, whereas this sounds it does have a bit of a sort of creepy gothic atmosphere to it, but it's very jingly, and it reminds me a lot more actually of the music that you had in Day of the Dead from back in the, I think it was like late 70s, early 80s. Like the soundtrack does seem to be very heavily influenced by those old, like the old zombie movies, the George A. Romero like original trilogy, because he did have like that sort of tension building, anxiety driven music. Like this music especially sounds very sort of anxiety driven, that sort of like tingly sort of sensation you get in the back of your neck when something is watching you. Anyway. Speaking of something watching me, let's go kill a plant. I guess I just go in here, and I'm hoping... Nope, it's still alive. Can I remove ammo from it? Yeah, can I like take the ammo out? I know I can't use it alone, but yeah, see, that kinda sucks. Ah! That's cheating! Yeah, this big blubby thing. Oh. Whoa! Oh, okay, now I can use the flame rounds because I've just wasted all my acid rounds. Yay! Ah! Oof. I ran directly into that because I am great at controlling this character. Yay! And again, the music instantly stops. There's no like sort of crescendo or anything. It just burp, stopped. Okay, so why did I kill the giant onion? Giant onion monster is dead. Hooray! Hooray for the dead onion monster. I'm pretty sure there's a cutscene where you can actually come in here and just kind of get beaten up by it. I'm pretty sure Barry saves you again. But no, we're going to be playing Badass Jill now. Badass Jill who takes no nonsense from nobody. Wait, no, I'm not combining stuff. I'm going to see what it is. Is it a helmet key? It's a helmet key. Woo! That's what we needed. Do you want to have some food soon, or? Hmm? Yeah. Ooh. Again, that sort of like
Wesker.
weird noise.
Jill.
Where's Wesker changed his outfit?
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
She sounds like someone's mother.
But I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Those strange creatures.
Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Oh, no, he's still got a Stars badge there.
Rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
Genuinely, with the dialogue of these two characters, why does it sound like they've never heard humans speak before? It's really strange. You know, okay, I will go to the other house. I am looking for clues. Have you seen any clues? It's very surreal, and it's hard to believe that they didn't do that on purpose. I don't know. It's something to look into. I know when it came to like Silent Hill 1, the voice acting, they literally basically pick people up off the street. Silent Hill 2, the main voice actor for James Sunderland was in fact just a random guy who escorted his daughter there. His daughter was trying to try out for being a voice actor for what was it, Hannah, the little girl. She didn't get the part, but obviously her dad randomly got the part as Jay Sunderland, which must have really annoyed her, to be honest. Right, so anyway, so I am cheating a little bit because I do remember from here that there are going to be some nasty monsters running around. So, where is my shotgun? Where did I put my shotgun? Oh, all the way up there, of course, why not? I mean, yeah, where else would you put a shotgun? No, I'm on fine, but I am going to take some health just in case. Just some mixed herbs. Hopefully I'll find some more mixed herbs. Now I know that things get a bit hairy after this, so because we get introduced to a brand new monster once we get back into the mansion. Oh, radio time.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me.
This is Jill. Brad?
Yeah, see, so now we have some in-character direction, right? We know that Brad is in a helicopter circling the mansion, circling the area, and he has said, right, I know you can't hear me, I know you can't answer me, but somehow I need you to give me a sign. So, we have like an in-character and in-game reason to do stuff, right? We need to find some way of signaling Brad. Maybe getting to a radio station, maybe finding a flare to shoot up into the sky, something, anything like it. That now gives us some direction. Ugh. Okay, come here, doggos. Didn't really want to do this, but bollocks. There is something in the back, and I need to use the crank, don't I? I get the feeling I'm going to have to. Okay, so I have to find a battery before I can get back. So, right, that's fine, that's all good. I got to go get the battery first. So I get the battery, then I can go up that elevator, then use the crank to lower the drawbridge, stop the water from flowing down, because of course a special tactics and recovery person can't actually walk through water. I mean, that would be crazy. I do want to know why there were just random snakes jumping out of the tree. I mean, we were attacked by a giant snake earlier. I don't know if these are its children or something, but it's a bit odd that they're just randomly dropping out of trees onto us, just in that one area, and nowhere else. We never see the snakes again. Okay, red herbs. Let's start mixing all these together, because I'm thinking... there are a lot of herbs here. Once again, in-game mechanics and so on is telling me that we are going to be in for a lot of trouble soon. Alright, so combine that, and then combine that. And then we still have 3 more green herbs here, which we're just going to combine all together into one big pile of green. So we do have like the interesting, of course, we do have the interesting sort of sound effects of the dogs howling in the distance. Unfortunately, they loop very, very briefly, so it's 10-second audio clip there of a dog just howling again and again, which gets a little bit more annoying than it really should do. Now it's not eerie, it's not scary, it's just annoying. Okay, killed all the dogs here. Again, this walkway is so surreal, it's so weird. It's just, I think, because a lot of the architecture just doesn't actually make any sense to, you know, an actual human. And that, like, I know, like, I'm not exactly pro AI. Ooh. FMV sequence. Oh, that's where we are. And these are hunters. So, am I going to fight it, or am I going to run away? First, I'm going to do that. Let's check the map. Where we are, there is a locked door right there. Ah! I forgot that those things kill you in one hit. And I remember that is why I had such a hard time, such a nightmare playing this game, because I would get this far every single time, and then a hunter would just come along and just take my head off entirely. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to that point, because I did not save that entire session. So we're going to have to redo that section, but since I know it, I'll be able to do it off screen really, really easily, really quickly, get back to where we are, and then yeah, kind of start it up again. So anyway, I will be back later, guys. Hope you enjoyed the little info dump there, and yeah, we'll be back again real soon. All right, cheers, bye.